Hello everyone, and welcome to the first gameplay video for F.E.A.R. 1. I want to go over a few things with you before we start the game, so let's get into that stuff real quick. As you'll notice, the cursor in these screens is a little black box for you. It looks okay for me, but I noticed in my in-game portion for the config and tech video, when I was showing you the settings options, I played back that video after I finished recording, excuse me, and I noticed that the cursor was not like it should be. It should be just a white looking Windows type cursor, but for you guys it's going to look like a black box, but luckily it doesn't matter much in this game. There is a crosshair in the game, but hopefully that's visible and not some kind of a black mark. Even if it's not visible, there it is in the little gameplay video right there. It's not going to be a big deal if it's not visible. But anyway, that's why it doesn't look right. It's just some kind of glitch with the recording. Recording process doesn't like it, so it's turned it into a black box. Time to beat this game. The main game is going to take from anywhere from 8 to 12 hours plus. When we play the two DLCs, the first one, Extraction Point, will be about 5 hours, and Perseus Mandate will be about 6 hours. And once I complete the base game, I'm going to play Extraction Point and then Perseus Mandate like pretty much immediately on my channel with nothing else in between. Type of gameplay, we're going to be playing on moderate or normal. I don't think many games use the word moderate anymore to describe a difficulty level, but normal mode. Are we going to be collecting anything? Nothing other than normal stuff. We'll be, collecting just all the normal stuff you can get, but there's nothing like collectibles really to get in this game. So that should about cover that. So we'll get into the new game here, and once we get control of our character, I'll go over just general things about the game, what the UI looks like and does, controls, talk about any mods as they come into play throughout the playthrough that we configured in the modding video and so forth, just to draw attention to them a little bit when we encounter them. So we'll start the new single player game here and get into the intro cutscene. This video is going to be roughly about an hour total. Since it's the first gameplay video of a series, I like to do them about an hour long, and then the consecutive gameplay videos will be about 30 minutes or so, 30 to 45 minutes. So single player, new, and then here's your difficulty. Reduced enemy accuracy and weapon damage recommended for novice or casuals. Default enemy accuracy and weapon damage recommended for experienced players. Increased enemy accuracy and weapon damage recommended for veteran players looking for a real challenge. And high enemy accuracy and severe weapon damage recommended for masochistic players only. Yeah, they can snipe you pretty good in this game sometimes, so I'm sure. I've never played anything higher than normal, but yeah, extreme I'm sure is totally insane, but we're playing on moderate. Okay, it's going to let us read this. So these are separated not by chapters or episodes, but by intervals, not missions. So this is Interval 1, Inception, Point of Origin, Situation. A high-level alert has been issued. Mission: F.E.A.R. team is to report for emergency briefing on the situation. You've just been transferred to the unit as Point Man. This will be your first assignment with F.E.A.R. Check the mission screen with my keybind to view the current objectives and situation report. Yeah, so your character is just called Point Man. You don't have any spoken dialogue. You don't ever get to see your face. Nothing like that. You're just called Point Man. That's it, as far as I know. So here we go. In 2002, the U.S. Army formed a secret unit dedicated to combating paranormal threats to national security. The unit was named First encounter assault recon. Fear. Yeah, Sierra Entertainment helped publish this game.
Sorry to wake you, Senator. It's about Origin.
What happened?
There was an uprising. F.E.A.R has taken command of the prototypes.
My God.
We can still resolve this discreetly, but we have to move fast.
All right. Let me make a few calls.
This wacko's name is Paxton Fettel. He's the key. If we contain him, we contain the situation.
Fucker's got an appetite.
I think he has an agenda. It's not just recreational. He's getting something out of it.
Essential vitamins and nutrients?
What's his story?
Property of Armacam Technology Corporation. They're working on a military contract to develop an army of clones that respond to a psychic commander. Top secret, of course. Fettel is one of the commanders.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is why nobody takes us seriously. Military clones?
A full battalion of them. Highly trained and heavily armed.
A battalion? What are we supposed to do against 1,000 super soldiers?
Like I said, we put Fettel down and it's over. Fortunately, the whole point of the program is to give commanders first-hand knowledge of the battlefield without putting them in danger. That means we should be able to corner the bastard without having to wade through all those soldiers.
How do we find him?
Armacam implanted a transmitter in his head. Should lead us right to him.
It's awfully convenient.
Assuming it does what it's supposed to. What about you, buddy? Ready to go to work?
We're putting him in the field? Are you crazy? He just transferred in a week ago.
You've seen his training results. His reflexes are totally off the charts. I think he can handle himself.
Whatever, man. It's your call.
Goddamn right it is.
Don't worry. You'll be fine.
What's the first thing?
You will be a god among men.
We've tracked Fettel to an abandoned building just up ahead. No sign of enemy activity on the satellite, but don't take any chances. Jankowski, you in position?
Just say the word.
All right, move it out.
Okay. I love all that auto-tuned screaming. It's pretty great. Situation, F.E.A.R, mission coordinator, Rowdy Betters, that's this dude beside us here, has tracked enemy commander Paxton Fettel to an abandoned building in Auburn District. Hannibal 3 spy satellite in geosynchronous orbit shows no signs of replica soldiers in vicinity. Mission, F.E.A.R combat operatives will infiltrate target site from 2 separate entry points and attempt to neutralize Fettel. According to the Armacam technical advisor, once Fettel is contained, replica soldiers will become inactive and can be rounded up without incident. Investigate area for signs of Paxton Fettel. So this game does it right. It gives you time, and you have to click a key to like get past screens like this where you need to read text. So you actually get a chance to like read stuff. Alright, now we got some control here. Okay. Let's get out of here real quick. Oh, I could hear that electrical buzz. Oh man, the audio sounds really awesome. Now that I think it's completely working. Okay. The footsteps are pretty prominent and have like an echo. Cool. Okay, so we'll cover a few things here. Let's try to see where I want to start with anything. So the FOV, the field of view, you can see is pretty good. Once it gets close to the edges, you can see that trash can starts to widen out a little. And this is at 60. You could fix that by making the FOV around 58 maybe, or closer to 59, but it's not too terrible. But anything more than that and I would have an issue with it being too fish-eyed. You can use straight edges on buildings like this to kind of tell too. They'll be really curvy when you move the camera up and down if you've got your FOV too far out. And we can look at my frame rate up here. You see my readings. The sound appears to be working okay for me. The subtitles are obviously readable. There's super tiny text if you don't use the subtitle fix. And the flashlight. So the bar down there below, that's for when I do, let me get rid of my numbers here. See, I'm at 60 frame rate. So the bullet time or reflex mode, you activate it, that bar starts to go down, and you get this cool little, man, that's a loud ass can right there. It's cool too because if you do, and it takes time to charge. It doesn't matter, I don't think, if you're moving or standing still. If it charges. Some games, when bars charge that way, if you crouch or you stand still, it'll charge faster. But what's funny is if you kill somebody and they let out like a death scream when you're in the middle of doing the bullet time, they do that weird high-pitchy auto-tune sounding thing. So it's pretty funny. I'm sure it'll happen plenty of times throughout the course of the game. But, yeah, so that's the bullet time. And you can jump, you can crouch, you have a melee attack. If you jump and press your melee button, you do like this, like, I don't know what you call that move. It's like a low Jean-Claude Van Damme roundhouse kick, but like not up in the air, but like down. And if you press your melee attack and crouch, like you have to do melee first, then your crouch button, your guy will do this. It's like a slide. So like you could, if you left one of the boards up here or something, you can come up here and like slide under this. And you can use it against enemies, and it does a lot of damage, actually. I think it's like a critical hit damage ability. Probably the same thing with the kick, with the flying kick. Yeah, so if you stand still and do it, it's like a roundhouse. And if you do it while you're walking forward and you jump, then he does this, like, you know, oh, get away from me. Oh, leave me alone. It's funny. See, look at that, man. Just totally demolished that tire. It's flying. So, yeah, don't underestimate melee attacks in this game at all. They're super, super overpowered. So we start off with just a handgun. We got 18 out of 82. So we're totally loaded. You can aim down sights. So hopefully the crosshair is visible. If not, nothing I can really do about it, but I can see it. So the bar on the middle down there, that's your bullet time, how much time you have to do it. And if the flashlight was on the timer, like it is by default, you'd have a separate bar, I think above that one, that would indicate how long your flashlight works before it shuts off and you have to wait for it to recharge. But we don't have to worry about that. We have unlimited flashlight. And then on the left down there, you've got your health on the left, and then on the right is a shield. So you can have more than just health, you can have a shield as well. Our ammunition down there, and then the round thing with a 0 is a grenade. You can get grenades and frags and a few different things like that. What else? So this button here brings up what we already read. So if you missed it, you can bring it up again. It's just a keybind. Another one here, if you press it, it'll show all of your other weapon slots and your grenades to the left. So since we're using the mod, the flashlight mod with the extras, we have 5 slots open for weapons instead of just 3. You can see I have 100 bullets already for my gun. So you start with 100. You may start with less on a harder difficulty. 6 is my keybind. We don't have 6, but that's my keybind for one of the, it's like a grenade you throw, and then you have a trigger that you have to do. We'll get into those later. You can lean. It's pretty extreme. That rhymes. It looks more normal when you get around a corner. Let's get over here and look. Let me actually make a save. I already have a bunch of old saves. This is probably around the last time. 2019 sometime is probably the last time I've played this, really, I think. So I'm just going to save over. And then, yeah, we'll call that good. So yeah, if you get around the corner here and you lean, I think as long as the crosshair, not your gun, but as long as the crosshair is around the corner, then you can shoot, I think. Half the time I'll probably forget. Oops. I'll probably forget that we even have the ability to do it. Yeah, crouch, jump, run, lean, quick save, quick load. There's a health keybind, a button to just heal yourself. Bullet time, using for opening doors, reloading, flashlight. I think that pretty much covers it. I'll take a little glance here. You'll see the screwed up mouse cursor probably now. Anything that I didn't cover that's used? Yeah, throw grenade. I have that as my mouse wheel, but push the mouse wheel in, I think is my throw grenade button. Change weapons. I just use mouse wheel for weapon changing. I know it's slower, but it's what I do. H for holster to put your weapon away. And then there's what the mission readout and the one that shows your extra stuff on the side of the screen. Those are those keybinds, and these would have been for multiplayer, but... And I still am not sure exactly what toggle markers do. So here's H, just holstered. I don't think it affects movement. No, you don't move any different whether it's holstered or not. Markers, I don't know. I need to look that up again. I don't know if it's a... man, these things are super echoey whenever you hit one. I don't know if the markers are something that was only for multiplayer or what. And yeah, you can see your character. Alright, so that pretty much covers it. I think we can just get into it now. Frickin' cans, man. Yeah, you walk over a lot of stuff and it just, like, scares the crap out of you. I may need to drop the sound effects down a little bit. Because I have, let's see, music's in the middle, so you can see I have all of my EAX stuff working and on. I may need to drop this midway, which I might. I'll have to wait. See what I'm saying? Once I get in an actual fight with enemies, it's probably going to be super loud, and I'll probably lower it. That is a big-ass rat. He's as big as the trash bag. He's programmed you to, like, run away from you. And you actually get a good flashlight in this game, which is super cool. Have a can, dude. Press flashlight. Please help keep this room clean. I'll think about it. Alright then.
Hey, bro. What took you so long? Try to find a way around.
Jankowski's up in here. That was the dude in that intro. Okay, so these are health boosters. Damn, that was loud. So, a trick, I don't know, a lot of people may not know. It's not really a trick, just the way it works. It does ask you to, like, press your button to pick it up, but if you can actually touch it, like jump on the table or nudge it when you run up against the edge, you don't have to press anything. You just have to touch it and run over it, basically, and you'll pick it up. So, these are health boosters. Watch my health numbers down there. So it bumps it up to 105. So I have plus 5 more health points. And I think since I'm using the mod, it would have filled my health if I had taken any damage. So, and this gun is called the AT-14 pistol. That's what we're using right now. Okay. Always got to take a good gander at a toilet in a horror game. This bathroom's got some weird chanting going on. Take a sip of drink. Sounds like some backwards mumbo jumbo. Alright. Looks like a sperm or something to me, a black sperm. Okay, so you're supposed to go this way. I do remember, I have a pretty good memory with video games. There's an Easter egg that you can encounter right here at the beginning. I don't know if there's more than one Easter egg. There probably is. But this is one you can encounter right at the beginning and you can't come back here again. So what you do is you try to open the door and it won't let you through because there's something blocking it, but you can keep trying And if you keep doing it enough times, your little thingy will start to trigger your spidey sense. Keep doing it. Got that little girl in the red dress. And now we're in this weird kind of state. And it's all blurry, but there's no door. But we can come up here. And then try to open this. That's basically it. It's a baby making a noise, and I believe it's one of the Monolith developers. It's the rat out there, I think. Yeah, I heard the rat run over a can. That's cool. I think it was one of the developers' babies, and they just put it in here as an Easter egg. But that's also, I think, the first opportunity you have to see Alma before you're actually supposed to. I'm not spoiling anything. I mean, she's on the game cover, so. Alright, let's continue on. So press your jump button. That was creepy. I don't know if you heard that. Rewind the video a little bit. Right before I approached this door, there's a weird sound. Oh, that was creepy. Like an old school 90s horror jump scare photo.
Why did you bring me here? Why'd you bring me back?
I didn't want to bring you back, dude. That was ear piercing. Oops. Oh, really? Come on. They don't have any hit detection. Well, these are special because they got the special light thing they got going through it, so that's probably why they made them not breakable, unless the black ones are breakable. Okay. Does it actually let more light in? Yeah, I think it does. That's pretty cool. Huh. Alright. Props to the developer. So, worth mentioning, this game is dark, and this game does have loud noises, and this game does have a lot of blood, and this game does have flashing lights. So, there's going to be a lot of all of that going on throughout the course of the playthrough. That didn't sound like a happy baby. That was definitely not a rat. Yeah, I'll know, I think, once I get into a actual fight, a gunfight. I'll know then if the sound effects need to be dropped down. I'm going to adjust audio anyways, but I'll find a happy middle ground for where they need to be set. Shoot the padlock. You don't have to shoot it though, you can punch it if you get the right angle. I know it's possible. Swear. Fine. That didn't even work. Okay. I knew that was going to happen. Just because I'm recording for YouTube. I actually played at least up to here, testing my pre-recordings to make sure it was going to record. And I swear I punched it twice and it broke. No idea what that says. Whoa, I just got like pushed forward.
Hold on a second.
Saving checkpoint. The game's frozen when it does that. It's going to do that a lot. Find and neutralize Paxton Fettle. So if you have it's under game. Is it under game? Performance? No, it's not performance. Where is the setting? Force restart. If you have force restart on, whenever it does those freeze ups and it says saving checkpoint, when it does that, it'll show a black screen the whole time until it comes back out and the game starts working again. I don't know if it'll do that for everybody, but that's what it does for me, so that's why I don't have that setting on, and hopefully I won't need it.
You ready? Go!
There's going to be flashing white lights and stuff. There's going to be flashing lights in this game and sudden noises. I was there. Somebody over there. Okay. He doesn't look comfortable. Gonna make a save.
Looks like we're too late, boss. Just leftovers.
The transmitter signal's coming from nearby. It's gotta be around there somewhere.
I'll wait here for Jin. You take a look around.
Dude, this guy got wrecked.
Get going.
I'm going, buddy. Leave me alone. You can kind of look. Can't see yourself. Even with the flashlight. 'Cause there's like a hole up here with light coming down in this water puddle. But you can kind of get a visual of your body.
You gonna check the place out or what?
I am checking the place out, dude. Give me a break.
Dude, take a look around.
Tell me what to do again. I'm gonna pop you. Well, who was that? Just walked into a wall, okay. I think you can shoot that bird. I think I've tried to shoot him before. I think it is possible. Oh. Everything you touch has a sound. So yeah, this game has like, you know, sort of a Half-Life feel. And I looked it up because I was curious. This came out, F.E.A.R 1 came out in 2005. And then Extraction Point 2006 and Perseus Mandate I think was 2007. But Half-Life 2, the sequel to Half-Life, came out in 2004. So I was like, wow. But this kind of has a Half-Life feel to it. Like if you've played Half-Life and you like Half-Life and you haven't played this, you'd probably like it. Good old early 2000s gaming lens flare effects. That's what that is. It's not a glitch. It's just trying to act like glares in your eye from light. Whoa.
The dead man's name was Charles Gallagher. I remember him. But are the memories mine or yours? It makes no difference. He deserved to die. They all deserve to die.
Come in. Over. What's going on? I've lost Fettel's signal. Comcast, this is Den Mother. I hope you aren't busy. We've got a situation down at the harbor. What kind of situation? We located those soldiers you were looking for, but we're under orders not to engage until you guys reconnoiter. Understood. I've got 2 birds en route to your position. You should have a visual shortly. We'll be ready.
Okay. So that was Paxton Fettel, voiced by Peter Lurie. He's just got a really creepy voice. Just noticing too, the skybox is actually animated. I always look for details like that in games, especially older games. I mean, it's commonplace now for new games to all have like 4K quality animated skyboxes, but you know. I grew up playing old school 90s Doom, you know. You didn't have moving textures like that. I mean, Doom had textures moving like water and lava effects, but not sky from what I remember. Anyway. Alright, so he was just like hunkered down, like hiding around the corner of this here just so he could hit me in the head with a 2x4. So yeah, Fettel's just one of the antagonists. Make a new save here that we're going to encounter. A lot of the levels or the intervals have funny names. Can I push this? Nope, it's like a solid rock. Solid as a rock. It's supposed to be a trash bag. There's the 2 birds I'm talking about. Starters, alternators, and generators. All right.
What do you think of the new point man?
Well, he's pretty cute.
It's not what I meant.
Just say what's on your mind, Jankowski.
I don't know. Something about him just feels off.
The day I look to you as a judge of character will be a sad day indeed.
I'm serious. It's something about his eyes. Like he's looking right through you.
Maybe it's because you're one-dimensional.
That's easily missed if you don't know it's going to occur, because as soon as you get down to the door, the dialogue stops and it transitions into the next part. So if you kind of hover here at the top of the stairs, you can hear some extra little dialogue. Pretty funny. All right.
Hey, back already? See anything?
You guys about done up there? Our day's just getting started.
You boys run along. I'll be busy here for a while.
I don't want to leave yet. No. Okay.
I've tried so hard to forget.
These men are from F.E.A.R. They are special attachments to our unit for the duration of this op. They will be on point. Their mission is to assess the nature of the threat. Our job is to keep them alive. Do not engage the enemy. Remember that we are not dealing with ordinary bad guys. Team 1 will move in from the southwest. Team 2 will approach from the north. Once our recon is complete, we'll rendezvous and wait for further orders. Okay, let's saddle up.
Okay, interval 2, initiation, first encounter. Yeah, by the way, I hope you like baby screaming. There's going to be a lot of that. Paxton Fettel managed to elude F.E.A.R operatives in Auburn, and his tracking signal was subsequently lost. Body of an identified male was discovered at the site. The dude in the chair. Hannibal 3 spy satellite has photographed sizable replica forces in vicinity of South River wastewater treatment plant. The mission for F.E.A.R combat operatives will attach to responding Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta. Okay, SFOD-D. Troops to, I do not know how to say that word, to recontier the area for the purposes of recommending military response. Teams should not engage the enemy unless fired upon. F.E.A.R Technical Officer Jin Soo Kwan, that was the female that was just talking to us, that was looking at the guy on the chair, is remaining in Auburn to conduct forensic investigation. Yeah, she's like the forensic operative on the F.E.A.R team. I don't know what Jankowski's rank is at the moment. Alright, so we'll start. This music always makes me think of Predator. Peace out. Okay, there was 2 of them. They both came. Yeah, they were both in the cutscene. What am I talking about? It's a really cool area. We don't have to go up there just yet. They'll just wait for us. Like a big barge over here. It's not moving though. What does that say? Looks like the writing on it is backwards. I think it is. I can't read it anyway, but it looks like it's put on there backwards. It's a low quality texture, obviously. I don't know, for some reason I'm always fascinated with water effects in games. I always like to look at it. I hope I have the darkness and the brightness in this game set good enough that it doesn't make things too hard to see, but that it's not too bright that it ruins the mood of the game. Oh, you can rename the files. Okay, you can name them whatever you want to name them. Alright. Yeah, we have a new weapon, by the way, right now. This one is VK-12. No, it's not that one. I meant to have that restored. It's the RPL submachine gun is what we got right now. I'll try to notate looking at them once we pick up a new weapon. And we still have our pistol. And they just give us this with 150 rounds ready to go. So. And you don't...
Since you're on point, see if you can get this gate open. I'd send one of my boys, but I think we need a specialist for this one.
Here's that little freeze. Find gate controls and open gate. Nope, sure haven't.
Come on, we ain't got all day.
We got some of the day left. We can just stand here and look like badasses for a while. No? Okay. They're just gonna stand there forever. Yeah, let's go in here. You can actually see something already over there. That's as far as you can zoom in. It's not really far, but... So unlike the other thing we picked up, the health booster, this is a reflex booster, and this gives you a longer bar down at the bottom for bullet time, so that you can do bullet time even longer than what you can right now. So we'll just run into it. These are green, that's how you know the difference. The bullet time ones are green, and the blue ones are the ones that do health only. So we got a bump on our shield too. I think that's the mod. Reflex booster permanently improves your whatever it said. But the mod, I think, adds 5 increments to your shield when you pick up a reflex booster as well. So. So yeah, stuff like that can be easily missed, and you definitely want it. You definitely want anything you can find. I'll give you another chance to see it up here, if you don't come in there and look. Anything behind these boxes? Are they movable? Yeah, they are movable. Is there anything hidden? Doesn't appear to be. Alright, giving up on it. That's good. Something leaning. Whoa. Well, he got tore up. Operation by certified operators only. This one lonely switch. Can't open the drawers. What's this say? Oops. Folks. Longo. Okay, so it's a play on the magazine People. They just called it Folks. And Longo, I guess they're making fun of Fabio. If you don't know who Fabio is, that's probably him on the cover. And they just put some random dude's face on Fabio, probably. Yeah. Alright. What are you? Sullivan, shipping and receiving. So, somebody just totally offed this guy. There's our dudes over here standing, waiting.
Good job. Head on back.
Rejoin the team. There's 3 of them. Let's make another save. 23. I'm gonna make a quick save here too. It's gonna be my first quick save. So you're gonna see it come up whenever I do that. So far I haven't seen anything weird happen in the game. Take a drink. Excuse me. No issues yet.
What the hell is that? Over there! Yeah! Littlebird, what's your situation? Over. Littlebird, come in. I'm losing your signal. If you can hear me, rendezvous with Jankowski. Proceed. Rendezvous with Jankowski.
Maybe I don't want to. Sounds like some stuff's going down over here. dudes. Whoa. Well, that was quick. Okay, well, that sucks for them. Situation status unknown. Both teams have gone silent. And F.E.A.R teams' life sign monitors are offline. Interference is preventing satellite reconnaissance. Mission surviving operatives should attempt to rendezvous with exfiltrate mission area until reinforcements arrive. Rendezvous with Jankowski's team. Okay, so that little girl can just like vaporize people instantaneously. These guys have physics. Holy crap. They do. I didn't expect that. Wow. Okay. Slide kick some skeletons. Can't say I've done that in too many games. Splat. Okay. I won't sit here for as much as I'd love to sit here for 20 minutes and do that. I'll move along. I can't believe that they actually had physics. So yeah, when you get that little sizzling effect and the little thing up your top left corner goes up, that means some weird paranormal stuff's happening. Black Sand Import Specific Room. Get it. Oh, that was weak. That wasn't very better. Much better. How about now? Nope. Can we go under the trailer? No. Alright. Yeah. Gunfight. You should just stay out here, Point Man, where you're safe.
Help me.
He just got killed. Okay, do a quick save. So we got homeboys in here. There can be stuff in the lockers sometimes. Yes. Damn. He already shot somebody. There he is. Hey, buddy. Anybody else? I hear you. Anybody else want to come out here? I got a barrel with your name on it. Should have used it on them. Yeah, if you just walk over them, you'll pick up more ammo. So yeah, these are explosive. I'll shoot it from back here. Super explosive. It's awesome. Okay, what do we got? Nothing. Nothing we can mess with or interact with. Some lightning. Okay. Well, that's not sanitary at all. He must have been leaning over the rail. That's what happened. Look at that. Line's all wigging out. Okay, so this is a health pack right here. I think you can hold a maximum of 10. We don't have any yet, but we're going to get this one. So, med kit, yeah, first aid. So touch it. Now we got 1 over there. You can carry up to 10. There you go. Okay. I think we come out of there. I think we have to knock those out from the inside, and then we can like walk over here because there's a door. We don't do it from here. Wow, the sound is so freaking good now. In this game. Okay, here's where the blood is. Oops. Accidental bullet time. Yeah, this is definitely, I mean, it's a horror game. You know, how much horror you get out of this is going to be different from person to person. It's paranormal, psychological horror. But it's definitely one of my favorite first-person shooters. And, I don't know, probably say the same thing if you're talking about the horror genre alone. The sequel of this game is really good. Some might even think it's better, but it's a different better or a different good. It's on a different engine of theirs, or an updated version of their engine. Expansion packs, extraction point, Perseus Mandate for this are serviceable. They're fine. I think they're good. Another med kit. And F.E.A.R 3. That's where a lot of opinions will differ. F.E.A.R 3 was also, I don't think I mentioned it in any of my information videos before the gameplay, but F.E.A.R 3 was not made by Monolith. It was made by Day One Studios, I think, which I didn't talk any about because I was forgetting. I was forgetting that Monolith didn't have anything to do with it. Monolith just made F.E.A.R 1, what we're playing now, and they made F.E.A.R 2, and that's it. The 2 DLCs or expansions for this were made by Timegate Studios, and F.E.A.R 3 was made by Day One Studios. And F.E.A.R Online was made by In-Play or Interplay. I don't think it's Interplay. I think it was In-Play Studios. So we're In-Play Productions. Okay, so now we're up here where those boards are. And you don't have to shoot them. You can just beat them to death with the butt of your gun. It's another thing worth showing. If you don't have a weapon, you can still melee. You just get your punch on and your kicks on. It's got like a, if you walk forward and press it, maybe he'll still do it when you stand still. Yeah, he'll do like random uppercuts. I don't ever really fight anybody with just my hands, but the melee of hitting him with the butt of your gun, like that, or like this, it does good damage, but the slide, I don't think you can open doors. No. I think in Extraction Point or Perseus Mandate, or both of them, maybe one of them for sure, when you slide in those games, it'll open doors, but it doesn't work that way in the base game. But do not underestimate using this on people in the game to fight them. It's super overpowered. Super, super overpowered. Okay, so another trick. It's not really a trick, just, you know, and I'm not trying to offend anybody by saying everybody knows to do that, because I don't think a lot of people do, but if you think about it, when you come up to edges in video games, always crouch before you walk off, because then you're likely to take less fall damage until you learn how fall damage works, because if you do it from standing and there is fall damage, you're going to take more. So it's always safer to crouch and then drop off. Just a little tip, you know, to avoid some chip damage, you know, throughout playing a game. So what we'll do here is this video has come to an end, and hopefully everything's recorded good. And we'll pick up here in the next video. We'll go through this door and continue on with our mission. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it so far. We will see you in the next part. Bye.